And I have to admit, I didn't see that one coming. Do you have jerky controls on your excavator? In today's video, we are going to test 4 different popular modifications you can make to the pilot controls on these excavators to calm them down. We're going to have 3 operators who are blindly going to test these 4 modifications and rank them. And hopefully by the end of this video, we are going to establish which of those modifications is the one you should get to tame the pilot controls on your excavator. So here's the setup for our test today. We're going to test these 4 popular modifications you can make to your pilot control valves in order to calm them down. So we have pilot control springs. These have a wire thickness of 1.2 millimeters. We have another set of springs with a slightly thicker spring to give them a little bit more resistance of 1.5. We have 3D printed boots that go over the valves. And then finally, we have 3/8 fuel line cut to slide over the valves to provide some resistance. We are then going to have our operators fill out a worksheet. So the first thing they're going to do is establish a baseline. No modifications, and they're going to test the smoothness, jerkiness reduction. Although on the baseline, they're just going to score it 1 to 10 with nothing. The control feel in the hand, so it's really important how that controller feels in your hand. And then their ability to feel like they can make precision or fine control movements with the pilot control. And then each one will be the same. They will rank each of those parameters on a score from 1 to 10. And then finally, at the end, we will rank them. We will add up all the scores and rank them. And then we will kind of pick out which modification kind of felt the best to all of the operators. Maybe there'll be a clear winner, maybe they won't. But we'll get each operator's opinion of each one as they operate the machine. Is we're going to take each of these modifications and we're going to put them in a cup with a lid. We're just going to number them 1 through 4 randomly, and then I will place them on the machine. Each of the 3 participants will go ahead and run the machine with the modification, and then they'll come back to the table and fill out their scorecard for that modification. Then we'll move on to the next one, etc., until the test is done. And then we'll come back and see if there's a clear winner. In order for you to use these modifications on your machine, you need to have true pilot controls. Just because your controls are positioned up here on the arms doesn't mean they're pilot controls. For a true pilot control, you pull up the rubber boot, and you need to have these valves right here underneath that plate, that swash plate, so that as you move the control, it pushes down each of those valves. Some of the so-called pilot control machines have the controls here, but they have just linkages that go down to a valve down below. If you have a machine that has those forward controls over here, those are not pilot controls, and you will not be able to add those modifications to your machine. Okay, so here are my 3 participants for today. My lovely wife, Gail, on the left, my neighbor, Craig, and my neighbor, Matt. And what I've asked them to do is test number 1. We are going to get on the machine. This is with no modifications at all. And what you're going to do is you're going to run the machine through its paces. We had every participant already try the machine out, get used to the controls. And then you are going to rank 3 different parameters on how those controls feel. Number 1 will be jerkiness / smoothness. Number 2 will be how it just feels in your hand. Does the control feel good? And then number 3 is kind of very subjective, but it's going to be if you had to make precise movements with it, like let's say you wanted to pick up a rock or move a pile of dirt exactly where you wanted, do you feel it would be easy on a scale from 1 to 10? And all the parameters will be on a scale from 1 to 10 with how you feel. All right, and just for the audience out there, I am going to be running the excavator. It's already warmed up, and we'll be running all tests at the exact same RPMs to make it fair. The blade is down to keep the machine from moving, and it's just going to be the operator's opinion on each of the modifications on how the controls feel. So let's get started. Okay, first up will be my wife, Gail, and she's going to go ahead, and remember, there are no modifications of any kind, so this is test number 1. modification number 1. I don't even know what's in this cup, so I'll go put it on and then we'll do this all over again.
It's very jerky. Well, that's pretty smooth. That's not bad. It's when you put it up and down.
It's definitely smooth in operation. When it's stopping, you still get that jerky motion. That part is very smooth.
I don't know, for the most part, it feels about the same. There's a little play. It's harder to move it left and right. But it doesn't do anything with the stop and starting. Maybe a little more precision.
Modification number 2.
It's a lot harder to put this up and down.
A little stiffer on the controls. But I think it's taking some of the jerk out.
I like it, but I wish it was less. It wasn't as restrictive. It just takes some, especially the left and right, takes a lot of force to get it going. But I think it improves some of the jerkiness.
Okay, we're going to put on modification number 3.
I think this is the smoothest one out of all of them. Yeah, even when it jerks, it's smoother.
Same, yeah, they're about the same. With the jerkiness seems more pronounced again. Controls are a little less stiffer.
I'm not sold on it so far. I think cab movement's okay. The main mass does not do anything good for me.
Okay, now we're going to put on modification number 4.
More jerkiness than the last one.
Yeah, I think the smoothness is better on this one. That's a big difference.
I think this would be my winner, knowing that that just can be bad, and maybe we can figure out the back and forth of the main arm maybe different because there's more mass. So maybe there's a solution of different needs to be thought about.
We've been filming now for 40 minutes, and I just wanted to give you an update on how the temperatures are doing.
That's fine.
So after 40 minutes of the machine operating, and it's about 60 degrees today, our hydraulic fluid is operating at 122, and our internal engine temperature is 84 degrees in the space underneath the case here. So everything stayed nice and cool for 40 full minutes. See what our mods were. So mod number 1 was fuel line. Cut to various heights because that's how you're going to do it at home. And that one was an interesting one. Mod number 2 were 3D printed boots. Mod number 3 was 1.5 millimeter spring. Mod number 4 was the 1.2 millimeter spring. So let's see how they did. Gail, which one did you like the best?
Mod C.
So number 3, so it was the 1.5 millimeter spring.
Oh, it was less jerky and the controls are smoother.
Okay. Craig?
I liked mod D.
Okay, so the 1.2 millimeter springs.
I just felt the controls were not real loose like they were at the baseline, but not as stiff as when we did the second one.
And Matt?
I also went with the last one, mod 4. And actually, when you look at all these, it's kind of, everything in my comments kind of makes sense. This was inconsistent, so you can see with the different heights why I felt inconsistent. This was too stiff. This is the one I said took way too much effort. This one with the spring, it starts off okay, but then gets tight really quickly, so you don't have much range of motion on this one. And then this is just a nice, consistent compression of the spring, so probably why this actually worked out and why we had confidence in where we were moving it.
So the interesting thing about number 4 is those are the springs that the guy who sold me the excavator had placed on it when I first got it. So actually the mod it arrived with turns out to be maybe the best one of all. The only other option we might have with this and this experiment is perhaps because the main boom going up and down is the jerkiest motion of all, I'm thinking maybe put the 3D boots on just that control, and the spring that Matt liked and everybody else kind of liked on the others. And that way you kind of get the best of both worlds. You're getting the stiffest control on the one that's the jerkiest, and then the nicer control on the one that isn't. I just want to thank all you guys for helping out today. I want to say that the operators here today have little to no experience on operating an excavator, just like you at home who are buying your first excavator. So this is important. I have no financial interest in any of these modifications. I'm not linking at the end of this video to anybody. I'm not trying to sell anybody's stuff. This was purely so you kind of know which of these modifications that are out there on the internet work on this machine and work the best. So I'm not saying they'll work on yours the best, but at least for the H15R, we know that 1.2 millimeter spring seems to be the winner. So thank you guys very much for helping. So we decided to go ahead and do a little micro test. We went ahead and put the 3D printed boots on just the boom and left the favorite spring on the rest of it. And Craig's going to kind of give it a whirl, see if he likes that combo. So, the combination of 3D printed boots in the front and back on each pilot with the 1.2 millimeter springs for the side to side, because you don't have as much force going side to side, seems to be the clear consensus here. And I have to admit, I didn't see that one coming. I thought there'd be a clear winner, but it turns out kind of, it's nice to have a little bit of ability to mix the pilot control modifications and get the feel that you want exactly in those controls, so that you're kind of taking the jerkiness out with the up and down motion where you have the most power in your arms, and then leaving the little bit less of a forceful nature for left and right where you don't have as much force in your arms. So that's awesome. I'm just going to leave it the way it is right now, and that's the way I'm going to operate it since we did this test. So okay, so that was a surprise ending to this video. We saw that in spite of the fact that everybody, the males chose the 1.2 millimeter spring. Gail, my wife, chose the 1.5 millimeter spring. And if you think about it, she needed a little more resistance. So I think that what that proves is that depending on what kind of operator you are, how much experience you have, and how much feel you like in the stick, it's going to make a difference on which modification you choose. But just so you know how easy these are to put on, the 3D printing boots are here. They just slide right off. The springs go here, and they're easy. You can pull these right off of there. Super easy, and then the boot just goes over that. So don't fear putting them on. Sometimes there's a plate that you have to take off with screws to get this boot up, but this one that just slides underneath in this little space right there. So this is an easy mod to add. They're all over the internet, so you can buy them at the hardware store. The springs, the 3D boots are easy to find. So you pick the ones that you think will work for you. And like I said, mixing and matching is an option that I didn't even think of before we made this video. So this benefited me greatly. And I'm just going to leave it exactly like that for when I operate it. So please like and subscribe if you like the content I'm putting out. And I'm going to include a playlist at the end of this video for the H15R that shows all the modifications I did to this unit. And as you know, one of the modifications is this last one, which is the boots that we're putting onto the pilot control. And I have one more modification to do on this machine before it's done, and I will make a video of that and include it as soon as I get that modification done. So thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Jeff with the Jeffscavator channel, and are you digging or are you filling?